Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with the Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2026 results. I have already looked at the result before and not really looked, I kind of skimmed over it a little bit. So I do know what kind of happened, like in an overall way. But I just looked at it a little bit and there are a few things in my head that I want to talk about. So I'm just going to discuss that and I'm going to go through the anime awards properly now, like the results. Like I said, I just kind of looked over it like, skimming a book. That's how I did it. So this time I'll properly kind of look into it. Either way, that's what I'll be doing in this video. And yeah, like let's see if this anime award was better than the previous one, or is it worse, or is it like the same? Like the bar is already quite low, so I think it'll be difficult to go lower than that. And as far as I can remember, like I said, I kind of skimmed over it. I think it's kind of like the same, or maybe a little bit better than the previous year. So anyways, let's do it properly now. So I'm here in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards website. Like as you can see, the first thing, the anime of the year, is My Hero Academia final season. So I'm okay with this. Like I said, like obviously, like I feel like Takopi would have been a better, like probably like a better choice here, or no, I don't know. Like wait, what did I even vote for? I've forgotten what I voted for myself. I think I either voted for like, I don't remember. I think I either voted for Takopi or My Hero Academia or something like that. I did. I don't know, or maybe like Apothecary Diaries. I don't remember what I did, but I'm fine. Like I'm fine with these, like any of these winning, and I feel like a lot of people probably wanted Takopi to win. And like Takopi was a fantastic show, and it would be well deserved of the Anime of the Year, award. But at the same time, I feel like My Hero Academia is also completely fine because obviously this was the final season, the culmination of everything. If this was like My Hero Academia, like a certain season or something, maybe I would have been like, oh, something else would have been better. But since this is the final season, I think it deserves it because like I've watched My Hero Academia from the very beginning, and it was a pretty big thing, and like a different type of feeling watching the final season, seeing everything come to an end. So I'm fine with this. Like I'm fine, completely fine with this. My Hero Academia winning Anime of the Year. Um, Personally, like I feel like out of all these shows, my personal favorite, I've said this multiple times before, is Apothecary Diaries. I'm a bit biased towards that. I don't know why. I loved Takopi as well. So either of these three, if any of these three won, I would have been fine with it. And My Hero Academia won, so I'm completely fine with it. I don't have any problems with this. Yeah. So the other nominees were Dandadan season 2, Gachiakta, and Summer Hikaru died, and like, and these. So like Dandadan season 2, like Dandadan is good. Like I like Dandadan, but I don't know. I feel like Anime of the Year, no, it needs to do something like like a lot more to become like Anime of the Year. Gachiakta, I said this before. I didn't complete watching it. I think I watched like half of it, and to be honest, I've heard a lot of people really praising Gachiakta. It wasn't really for me. I didn't really like it that much. Like it was fine. Like it was fine, and that's it. So I didn't really watch it completely. Maybe someday, like when I get time. I'm already like I don't have much time to like invest in like watching anime nowadays. I'm already struggling with time IRL. So like if someday I get like a lot of time again, maybe I'll watch Gachiakata. Or if like if I see like season 2, season 3 has come out, and like people are praising it a lot, and like it's getting very exciting, then I might like pick it up again and watch it completely. But for now, at least, I don't know. I wasn't really a big fan of the first few episodes, or the first half of the anime. So I didn't really continue watching it. Anyways, that's just completely my opinion. It's just my taste. Yeah, and the Summer Hikaru died, I didn't get time to watch it. I'll probably watch it someday, but because I've heard this is very good, but I just didn't have enough time to watch this. But the fact that this has been a nominee for Anime of the Year kind of says that this is extremely good. So I will probably watch it, in the future, in the near future. So I can't really say much about the Summer Hikaru, right? The other ones, like, yeah, these are my opinion. Anyways, that was the Anime of the Year. I think I am fine with the Anime of the Year. What won? My Hero Academia. I'm completely fine with this. Um, you know, Unlike previous year, where every single award was won by Solo Leveling, I think this is fine. Alright, next one. The next category was the film of the year, which was Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. I'm pretty sure everyone expected this. Like, who wouldn't have? Like Demon Slayer won this. Everyone knew it would win. However, I think as far as I can remember, I voted for Chainsaw Man because it was my personal favorite. Um, and I'm sure a lot of people's personal favorite. Yeah, so anyways, like, I cannot really say much about this because, like, yeah, I still haven't watched Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Like, I wanted to react to it. Like, it came, like, to theaters. I didn't get time to go and watch it. Then I was like, alright, since I didn't go watch it in the theaters, I'm gonna react to it. I also haven't been able to react to it up until now, again because of time constraints and all that. So I haven't watched it still. So I cannot really say anything. All I've heard is like I don't know about what story because obviously I don't want to get spoiled. But one thing I've heard is apparently the animation is absolutely crazy. I've heard lots of people like extremely like praising the animation, but which makes sense. This is UFO table, like come on, and it's like theater, it's a movie, so it is absolutely insane. I am going to watch it again when I get time, but either way, um, so I cannot really say anything about this. Chainsaw Man, however, I personally watched it. Like I reacted to it as well, and it is obviously one of my favorites. Like in the movie, so that's why I kind of voted on it. And yeah, I feel like if Demon Slayer wasn't here, Chainsaw Man would have won. Like obviously. Now the others I actually haven't watched because it's actually been a long time I've actually watched proper anime movies, which I should probably start doing again because there's been a lot of new anime movies which are really really good. But yeah, it's been a while I've watched like an anime movie properly. Like I'm not talking about like the mainstream ones. Like the mainstream ones I watch, but like the other ones, like that come out. Like here, like I've heard like Mononoke is really really good. From a lot of people I've heard, and then like the all the other ones. So yeah, I think I'm not really like I'm not like the person to talk about film of the year because I've barely watched any of the films here. So it's pretty obvious. Demon Slayer would everyone knew that Demon Slayer is gonna win it, and yeah, obviously Demon Slayer won it. So yeah, I cannot really say anything about it because I myself knew this was gonna happen. So let's go to the next one. Best continuing series, One Piece. Now, obviously, like, yeah, like, come on, well deserved. Like, One Piece has been going on for how long? For how long? I don't know. So yeah, it's like the fact that it is so popular and it's been going on for so long automatically makes this a winner. I don't exactly remember what won the previous year for the best continuing series, but I don't think it was One Piece. And I was was it like correct me if I'm wrong, but I just cannot remember. But I feel like in the previous year something else was the best continuing series, which kind of shocked me. I think I was like, how the hell? So, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my mind is playing tricks on me. I don't remember what happened in the previous year. But either way, like best continuing series, I feel like it's an automatic win for One Piece because whatever is here, they do not like they're not contenders to something like One Piece, which is so damn big, and it's been going on for so long. And if and since the category in itself is called best continuing series, so like I feel like it is well deserved, even though I myself haven't watched One Piece properly. As well deserved. Anything here, like yeah, in front of One Piece, at least in the best continuing series categories, doesn't hold a candle to One Piece at least. So yeah, other what else was in the nomination was Dandadan season 2. Come on, it's barely season 2. Kaiju number 8, no. Like, yeah, it's also season 2. My Hero Academia would have been a good contender, but like I said, One Piece is like the granddad of everything. It's like, come on. Like, My Hero Academia is probably like the elder brother or something like that. One Piece is the freaking granddad. So like, like what? No, yeah, like nothing holds a candle to it. Solo Leveling, no. Like, please, come on. Barely season 2. Spy Family season 3, no. So as a continuing series, and the fact that it's still so huge and so popular, One Piece well deserves this, I think. If One Piece wasn't here, then My Hero Academia would probably have won it. Yeah. Alright, next one. So I'm completely fine with that one as well. So the first three categories I'm completely fine with. Now, best new series. Now here I'm going to have a little bit of, you know, a few little things to say. I'll have. So, Cleavitis. No, not Cleavitis. Sorry, Gachakuta won it. You know, again, I personally am not really a big fan of Gachakuta. I literally said it a few moments ago. So yeah, I feel like Takopi should have won this. Like, come on. But then I guess if you, it's called like best new series. Technically, if you think about like it in a more, like a technical way, Takopi obviously is a new series, but at the same time, it's not really a series because it's already ended. Like, if you think about series, what comes in your mind is like, oh, something that has started and is going to continue, right? So if you think about it like that, in that technical manner, I can kind of see something that has started and is going to continue that winning. And since Takopi is it's like a short anime and it has already ended, yeah. But then again, like if that's the case, they shouldn't have made this a nominee in first place. Since it is a nominee in the first place here, I think Takopi deserves to win this one. I don't know why, like again, I can't really say anything because I haven't watched Gachiakuta properly, so I cannot really critique it properly. That's the problem here. Like, I've watched it like half, and I make it like a thing where unless and until I watch an anime completely, I'm not going to critique it properly. Because, like, yeah, like unless and until I complete something, I do not hold the right to say something good or bad about it because I haven't even completed it. So that's why I cannot really say anything in this situation. Personally, I'm not happy with this, but at the same time, I cannot really critique it because I haven't watched Gachiakuta completely. So for people who have watched Gachiakuta completely and Takopi completely, I think they deserve to talk about this and discuss about this. Probably not me. I'm not the correct person to say anything in this situation because I haven't watched Gachiakuta at its entirety. Takopi, however, I have watched it completely. I absolutely loved it, and I like voted for this as well. I think. So I feel like I feel like Takopi should have won this, but yeah, like that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Is Gachiakuta winning this deserved, or should Takopi have won this, or something else? Here. Now, out of the other ones, Cleavitis, I watched Cleavitis. It was okay, but I don't think it's like best new series or anything. So I don't know why it even got like nominated here because, like again, like I said, Cleavitis was good, but I don't know, like being like nominated in the anime awards, I don't know if it was that good. So like yeah. Anyways, then Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. It was good. Like I liked it. Sakamoto Day is also good. Summer Hikoda I haven't watched. So yeah, my personal favorite obviously was Takopi's Original Sin. It didn't win it, and Gachiakuta won it. I personally am not really okay with this, but then again, I cannot say anything because I haven't watched Gachiakuta completely. So yeah, but personally, this category I'm not happy with. Right, the results of it, obviously. All right. Okay, so no, Lazarus won the best original anime. Now, Again, I'm not going to be saying anything here because I haven't watched Lazarus. I watched like a little bit at the beginning. I didn't like it. I dropped it. You know. So technically, again, like I said, I haven't watched it at its entirety, so I don't think I should have the right to critique on it or say this is good and that is bad. But the main reason I didn't watch Lazarus is because I was not enjoying it. I watched like I think like one or two episodes I watched, and I was not really having a like I didn't like it. I dropped it, like immediately. So yeah, seeing this being the best original anime, I don't know. I personally think this does not deserve to be here. Again, that's my opinion. The other people might have other opinions. Maybe it gets better later on. I don't know. I didn't even give it the chance. I was not having fun while watching it. Um, so, what do I think should have won this? Out of these other ones, the only two I've watched is Apocalypse Hotel and Zenshu, and I would have been fine if either on one of these won, because at least I think like at least like compared to Lazarus, these two are way better. The other ones I actually haven't watched. Mobile Suit Gundam, this one, I planned on watching it, but I didn't really watch it. Moonrise, I also haven't watched it. Digimon, I haven't watched. So I cannot really say anything about these three. Apocalypse Hotel, yeah, I watched it. I don't think I completed it, but it was very fun. I did enjoy myself. I think I like had to stop like when did I stop? Like I think like at the later part I kind of stopped. I didn't complete the anime for some kind of reason, but it's not because I wasn't having fun or anything. I actually really liked it. For some other reason, I think I stopped. Like and I never really picked it back up again. Sometimes it happens. And then Zenshu, I watched it completely. I really liked Zenshu. So yeah, at least compared to Lazarus, where Lazarus, I think I watched like one or two episodes, or maybe like three episodes, and I was like, no, I'm not really having fun at all, and I dropped it. So at least compared to that, I think these were way better. And personally, I think either of these two should have won, or maybe the other two, if they're better than Zenshu and Apocalypse Hotel. I haven't watched these three, so I cannot really say. Um, but not Lazarus. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm not happy with this category either. So I'm not happy with this result. Alright, next one. Best animation, Soul Leveling Season 2. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Like, like if there's one thing that you can say about Solo Leveling, like you can say like, yeah, obviously like Solo Leveling winning the anime of the year or winning like the best story or something. I don't think that's a category, but whatever. you know, I I would be like, yeah, what the hell is this? I would not be happy with that. But animation is one thing that Solo Leveling actually excels at, obviously. It is beautiful animation. So this is probably the only category where if Solo Leveling wins, I'll not be mad. Because it well deserves it. But I personally, I think like I voted for My Hero Academia final season, and I think My Hero Academia final season's animation was like really good as well. Like whenever I think about the final season animation of My Hero Academia, that scene pops up in my head where like with Deku and Bakugo, if you remember, where where well Bakugo kind of comes in to help Deku, like that close up shot of both of them. Like, oh my god, that scene was breathtaking. And there's so many other like really really good scenes, like the animations and everything. So yeah, I personally I think I voted for My Hero Academia final season for best animation. So yeah, but like I said, like Solo Leveling we're talking about, whatever you say, you have to admit that Solo Leveling animation is really good. So like I cannot really like find any kind of grievance in this category, at least. Like it's fine. The other nominees were Dandadan Season 2, Gachakuta, One Piece, and Taco Piece Original Sin, My Hero Academia. Like I said, I voted for My Hero Academia personally. Yeah, Gachakuta, I don't remember exactly how the animation was. It was okay. Like it was pretty good. And Dandan season 2 has also really good animation. One Piece, I cannot really say. I have no idea. Like I've seen few clips and all that, but I cannot say like the actual, like like how it is like consistently. Is it good or is it like I cannot really say anything about it. Taco Piece original sin, very unique. Like animation wise, it was very different. It was very different and very unique, and it was well animated. You know, yeah. But either way, like I said, I'm not mad at this. I'm completely fine with this. And this category, at least, best animation is Solo Leveling wins. It's fine, because Solo Leveling has really good animation. You cannot deny that. All right, the next one. What is this? Best character design, Gacha Akta. Okay, so here we go. Um, yeah, I guess. Like I don't know. Like out of the nominees here, really are not like I don't know. Like whenever you think about character design, it's like really cool looking characters, like interesting looking characters, unique looking characters. I think the ones that kind of fit in this category is Gachiakuta, Dandadan Season 2 and One Piece. Taco Piece Original Sin had normal characters except the octopus, Taco Piece. Except the aliens and everyone else were like human beings, like normal looking human beings. Dress Up Darling also like normal looking human beings. I guess you could technically say mine kind of cosplays a lot, and you can kind of say like the character designs of the cosplays are also really good. And so technically, I guess you can say like you can put this in this category barely. Apothecary Diaries, again, normal looking characters, really good characters, looking characters, really beautiful characters, but still like normal characters. Character design, yeah, in that sense, if you think about it, if you have to have like a show which has really unique character designs, cool looking character designs, yeah, I can see Gachi Akuta winning it because it had quite a few interesting looking characters. Personally, I would have said Dandadan because Dandadan has like some really interesting designs of certain characters. Like personally, I think I voted for Dandadan myself as well. One Piece, I didn't really like vote on it because I don't watch One Piece. So I do know like One Piece probably has a lot of unique looking characters, and if I watched One Piece, I probably would have voted for One Piece here. But yeah. Anyways, um, so even though what I voted for Dandadan season 2 didn't win, I guess it's fine because Gachi Akta also had quite a few unique looking characters. So I guess it's fine. I'm okay with this. Alright, best director. Akinori Fudesaka, Norihiro Naganuma. Apothecary Diaries season 2. Now, I think I voted for Apothecary Diaries here as well. I don't know. Like like director I cannot really say much about them. But like I loved Apothecary Diary the most. I think like I voted for it. That's why. Um, and yeah, Apothecary Diaries ended up winning, so I'm completely fine with this. Like the other ones were the nominees were like Science Starus, Fuga Yamashiro, and Abe Gongora, Bones Films, Kumiko Suganuma. Then we have Bones Films, Kenji Nagasaki, Naomi Nakayama, Saipik, Rohei Takeshita, and Enishia's Shinya Ino. So yeah, like like I'm fine with this. I guess like Apothecary Diaries was really well directed. It was well done. So yeah. Next, best background art, Gachi Akta again. So background art, I don't know. Like how am I supposed to even judge that? I don't remember what I voted for here. I think I voted for Apothecary Diaries here again. I don't remember. Or maybe Dandadan. Probably Dandadan because like a few of the things I really liked in. Oh no, wait. Did I vote for City the animation? Because I have to say City the animation's animation and like because it has like City the animation is very unique in its animation and the visual departments is because it looks like you'll understand if you watch it. Like it has a very interesting like character designs and like designs and everything like the background art and everything was really good. So I don't exactly remember which one won, which I voted for. Kachi Akta, however, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of this one winning here. I feel like there were others which deserve to win here, like Dan Da Dan or City the Animation or something. Anyways, I'm not okay with this one. Next, best romance. Alright, now hear me out. As much as I like Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, I am not okay with this. Blue Box should have won this. Like, again, it's just my opinion. I voted for Blue Lock. Blue, not, did I say Blue Lock? No, god damn it, Blue Box. Right, Blue Box should have won this. Because again, Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, it's good. You know, like, it's a really good show. But I feel like, at least in the romance department, Blue Box, like, absolutely. I cannot say anything about Honey Lemon Soda or Ranma. I haven't watched these two, but the others, at least, Blue Box easily beats them. Like, Blue Box, like, it's probably like, as like the current romance anime slash mangas. I'm not manga. I don't read manga that much, so I cannot really say. Like, current new gen romance anime. Number one in my list is Dangers in My Heart, and I'd probably put Blue Box in number two, because yeah, that's how much I liked the romance aspect of Blue Box, because it is, I don't know, it is very interesting. You know, at first, I remember, like, the first few episodes, it was kind of moving in a very slow manner, not slow manner I would say, but like a normal romance show. But more and more I kept watching it, and like a lot of things came up in the show which really interested me, like the way they kind of showed the love triangle between the three characters was very interesting to me. Like, you know, like, there's a lot of things I made, like, I had to have a whole reaction on YouTube on Blue Box, and it's probably privated now because of the whole copyright drama that I had. I'll unprivate it soon after the copyright strikes go away. But you know, like, in the whole series reaction, little by little, you'll see, like, at first it was pretty normal for me. I was like, oh, it's just another romance show. But as it went on and on and on, certain few things in the show really interested me, and it made me realize that this is very unique, you know, as a show, as a romance show. But still, like, you know, like, number one is still Dangers in My Heart for me. Like, in no way can anything top it, like, because it's so close to my heart, and that is one show that I will probably, like, you know, like, love up until the very end, because I haven't watched anything close to as good of a romance than Dangers in My Heart. But Blue Box comes at a solid number two for me. So yeah, like, so Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, yeah, it has romance, it is good, but I don't think, like, I can compare anything to Blue Box, at least in here. Not even Dan Dan Dan, not even My Dress Up Darling. No. Like, again, I'm talking about the romance aspect here. I'm not bringing in slice of life. That is different. Like, you know, pure romance wise, Blue Box, in my opinion, like, you know, should be number one here. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Anyways, I haven't even watched Honey Lemon Soda or Ranma, so I cannot really say anything about those two. But yeah, I am not happy with this one. But you know, this is like, I can accept this, like, you know, this one, because at least it has like a reason to win, unlike a certain few where I'm like, no, why the hell did this win? I cannot really say that in this regard, because Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity is pretty good itself. It's just a matter of taste, I guess. According to my taste, I would have put Blue Box here. So yeah, anyways, so there you go. Next one. All right, what is this? Best comedy. Okay, here we go. No. Why? Dandadan season 2 best comedy. You could have put anything else in Dana. Like, you could have put like a best, I don't know, like, you know, like, again, like I said, character design, best, good animation and everything. Comedy, yes, Dandadan has comedy, But every anime has comedy. Like, it's nothing new. Spy Family has comedy. Ranma is, I'm pretty sure Ranma in itself is like a whole comedy, like a thing. I don't remember, like, like Ranma. Yeah, it is like heavy on comedy and romance, I think. So I'm putting Ranma aside here. Spy Family has comedy. My Dress Up Darling has comedy. Um, yeah. So, but should I put it in a comedy category? No. Why? Like, I don't understand this. Comedy shows should have like at least in a category where like which is like best comedy, it should have shows which are heavy on comedy, not normal shows which has comedy on it in it. Like Spy Family, I would say Spy Family is more of a slice of life, like thriller, like not thriller, like what can I say, like slice of life action, like like family type oriented show. I would say that. My Dress Up Darling is more of a slice of life romance. You know, um, Dan Da Dan season 2, I would say it's more of a slice of life, fantasy, science fiction, kind of show, romance kind of show. Like, does these three have comedy? Yes, it has, but it's not a comedy show. Like, come on, man. Like, I've said this multiple times before. Also, I'm pretty sure Konosuba was there. They didn't even, like, it comes later on. As far as I can remember, there's one category where there's Konosuba, and I was like, wait, Konosuba was there this year and they didn't put it in best comedy? Why? Like, I get, okay, like Konosuba, it wasn't like the main one. It was like I think like it was like the spin-off or something. I don't remember what it was. But still, it's freaking Konosuba, and you haven't put it in best comedy? What is wrong with you guys? Out of everything here, I cannot say anything about Ranma because, like I said, I haven't watched Ranma myself. Out of everything here, I think the ones that only deserves to be here is City the Animation and Witch Watch. Like, yeah, Witch Watch was heavy in comedy, I would say. It had its fantasy elements and like slice of life elements as well, but comedy was heavier. I remember, like, when you watch it, you understand, like, yeah, this is heavy on comedy. You can call this a comedy show. Can you just think about it? The amount of references, crazy references they used on Witch Watch. I think like every single episode had some kind of reference about some anime. Like there was a whole like I don't remember exactly what it was, but they made and they cracked jokes every single, like, every 5 minutes. Like they cracked like one or two jokes, and it was actually funny. I would say Witch Watch actually deserves to be here in this category. Like so yeah, the only two show except Ranma, like I said, I haven't watched Ranma. The only two show that deserves to be here are City the Animation and Witch Watch, because these two can actually be called comedy, not these three. Like, come on, again, that's what I think. But this is something that I actually kind of heavily, like, kind of like I'm like I'm kind of heavy with my opinion here, that no, certain things do not, like, like, I don't know how, like City the Animation was there, Witch Watch was there, and I don't know how Dandadan won the best comedy. Like, come on, guys. Like, yeah, it has comedy in it. Every single anime has comedy in it. If that's the case, then I think you should put every single anime in this category. If that is the thing, there should at least be some kind of criteria to put in best comedy, where there's, like, certain shows which are heavier on comedy, and then there are other shows which has comedy. I feel like Dandadan, Spy Family, and My Dress Up Darling, My Dress Up Darling doesn't really have, it has comedies, few, very less, but it's more of a slice of life one. Dandadan, Spy Family, yes, it has comedy in it. Sometimes it's very funny, but I don't think that is the main thing here. City the Animation is a pure comedy show and slice of life, I would say. Witch Watch is very heavy on comedy, and then there's fantasy elements and everything. So these two I can agree, not these Dandadan and Spy Family. Again, I don't know. This is just what I think. I think I said this in the previous season, previous year as well, when Spy Family won the best comedy, and there was Bocchi the Rock. I was like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Like, come on. But then I can see, like, a lot of people didn't really understand Bochi the Rock's humor. Different people have different ways of, like, Bochi the Rock has a very, like, I don't know, like a very dry humor, I guess you could say. So a lot of people were not really, like, yeah, then it's fine, I guess. But here again, 1 year later, the same damn thing I'm seeing here. Like, it's just, yeah. Anyways, in my opinion, City the Animation should have won here. So I'm not not at all happy with that. Okay, best action. All right, here we go. Solo Leveling, great. No. Yes, Solo Leveling has good action, but no. I would say My Hero Academia should have won here. Again, I don't know. Freaking Solo Leveling again. Oh my god. Like, animation I can accept. Action, yeah, it has good action. But I feel like My Hero Academia final season was here. It definitely deserved to win this one. But yeah, whatever. I guess that's just me, maybe, and a few other people. Obviously, Solo Leveling is going to win. It's the favorite child of, Crunchyroll, I guess. Anyways, whatever. Dandadan Season 2, Gachiakuta, Kaiju number 8, One Piece. My Hero Academia was there. Solo Leveling was there. Obviously, Solo Leveling won this. No, I'm not happy with this. Next. Alright, best Isekai, ReZero. Yeah, I'm completely fine with this. I think I myself, like, voted for ReZero here. Now, I would have been, okay, here it is. Konosuba, bonus stage. Konosuba was there. You see, Konosuba was there this season. I completely forgot that Konosuba was there, and that's why when I was voting, when comedy came, I was like, okay, maybe Konosuba wasn't there, that's why they didn't put it here. And then this came, and I'm like, wait a minute, Konosuba is there? And they didn't put it in comedy? Like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, you put Konosuba in Isekai, which is completely fine because it is an Isekai. But, like, this is the thing. When you see a few certain anime, one thing pops up in your head first, like, the first thing that pops up in your head should be the genre. When you think about ReZero, what pops up in your head? Isekai. It's an Isekai show. When you think about Mushoku Tensei, what pops up in your head? Isekai. It's an Isekai show. When you think about Konosuba, what pops up in your head? Comedy, not Isekai. At least that's how I see it. So Konosuba, before putting it into Isekai, like, yeah, it also like should fall in Isekai. But before that, you should put it in comedy first. Because comedy is the main thing of Konosuba. Why the hell is Konosuba in Isekai but not in comedy? I don't know, man. Like, I think I'm getting a bit too heated here. This is absolutely absurd. Like, what the hell? Anyways, like, that's not the point here. Like, what I was saying here is, yeah, ReZero won this. I'm pretty sure I voted for ReZero myself. Yeah. And then there was Campfire Cooking, Disney Twisted Wonderland, From Bureaucrat, Zenshu, Konosuba. Like, obviously, ReZero is the clear winner here. And Konosuba should have been the clear winner of comedy, but they freaking put it in Isekai instead of comedy. Like, I'm completely fine with you putting Konosuba in Isekai, but put it in comedy as well. Oh, good lord, I just cannot. Like, what the hell, man? Right, anyways, god damn it. Yeah, like, ReZero is a clear winner here. The other ones are pretty good as well, but ReZero clearly sweeps everything over here, so yeah. Right, next. So yeah, I'm completely fine with that one. Then we have Best Drama, Apothecary Diaries Season 2. I'm completely fine with this one as well. I think what did I like vote here? I don't remember. I think I voted for Blue Box probably, because Blue Box has way more drama. It's very drama heavy than Apothecary Diaries. But you know what? I'm fine. I'm fine with Apothecary. At least Apothecary Diaries won something. Like, good lord. It also won the best director, I guess. But still. Yeah. So I'm fine with this. The other ones were also, I feel like here I probably would have been fine with anything winning. Um, yeah, because I like actually all the other ones as well, except Summer Hikaru Died. I haven't watched it. So all the others I've watched, and I really like all of them. So I think I would have been fine with any of these winning. But yeah, like like Apothecary Diaries is very good. And Charlie, I don't know, like I cannot really, I don't think you can put it in drama. Like there was drama, like little bits and pieces here, but Anshal is way more slice of life than it's like Anshal is like it is like a pure slice of life. Like like I don't know, it's such a very interesting feeling when I watched it. It felt like you actually were like in a little like village where like they lived, and when they took like like the Green Gables and like all that, where they took like Anne over there, and she became a family with those two, like, and as she kept like like growing up as the episodes went. Yeah, it's like it's such a like good feeling, as if like you're like living in that place, like you can feel that it's and it's very slice of life. Like I feel like slice of life shows is like this is like pure slice of life. So yeah, anyways, so yeah, drama wise, there was drama here and there, little bits and pieces of it, but I don't know, like not really that much. Blue Box had way more drama, a lot of drama. Takopi was more like, yeah, I guess you can call it drama. It was more like shocking, I guess. And yeah, I cannot really say any of it. Apothecary Dice also has drama, little bits and pieces of it, or I don't know if you can call it drama. You know, yeah, but I'm fine. I'm fine with Apothecary Diaries winning this. Then we have Slice of Life. We have Spy Family Season 3 winning it. You know what? I'm fine with this. I think I voted for Anshali here because, like I said, I feel like Anshali is way more of a pure slice of life than anything else over here. Um, because, like, again, if you think about like all of these, the first thing that pops up in your head should be the genre that it specializes in. If you think about Anshali, the first thing that pops up in my head is slice of life. If you think about Blue Box, first thing that pops up in my head is romance slash drama. City animation, first thing pops up in my head, comedy, and then slice of life. You know, Dress Up Darling, I would say romance, and slice of life, I guess. Spy Family is more like slice of life, and yeah. So in that way, like, yeah, everything here kind of deserves to be here. But I feel like Anshale is a different kind of slice of life where it's like pure slice of life. It's like you're actually living, like as if you're like experiencing like something like from an ordinary life. Like that's what slice of life means, right? A slice of life, right? Think about Spy Family. Is that a slice of life? Yes, it is. But at the same time, it is. Is it realistic in that sense? No. Like you have a freaking mind reading girl, and then you. Oh my god. So you know what I'm trying to say. Like yeah, but it is slice of life because it has like ordinary life of that's why I'm saying this is what I'm trying to say here. Anshal is pure slice of life in that sense, where everything that happens here is actually possible, in happening in real life. Spy Family is more of a, it's a slice of life, but at the same time, it is not, because there are certain elements in there which is kind of like fantastical. So it's not pure slice of life in that sense if you think about it. But it still falls under slice of life, so I'm fine with it winning it. But Anshali, I voted for Anshali, so I feel like I would have been happy with that one here. But anyways, like I don't think many people watched Anshali. I don't know how many people watched it, but I personally watched it and I personally loved it. So yeah. Anyways, Anshali, Blue Box, City the Animation, Dress Up Darling, Spy Family, Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. I'm fine with Spy Family winning this. Alright, next one is, oh, best main character, Mama. Yes, finally, I'm happy with this. Yes, yeah, I voted for Mama myself. Um, Definitely 100% deserving of winning this. Uh, if Mama wasn't here, I probably would have voted for Midoriya. Um, the other ones are, they're okay as main characters, but I don't know. I'm like Like Okarun Momo are fine, but I don't know. I feel like they still need more seasons to, you know, become better as main characters. Currently, at least, they're okay. That's it. Rudo, I don't know. Like, I haven't watched Gachikuta completely. I can't really say. Sang Jinu, no. Not in no way I would accept Sang Jinwoo as best main character. Good lord. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, Mama definitely deserved this. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. So alright, next one. Best supporting character, Bakugo. Yes, you know what? I'm fine with this. Completely fine. I think I voted for Lolan slash Shisui. That is crazy. This completely spoiled. Freaking. Oh my god. But I guess people who are voting here probably knows. They've probably watched Apothecary Diaries. Ah, god damn man. Freaking spoiled the whole damn. One of the biggest, what do you call it? Like biggest twists, I would say. Freaking spoiled. Alright, anyways, I voted for Lolan Shisui because, I watched Apothecary Diaries, and my god, I was impressed by Lolan's, like, very much. She was one of the best characters in the latest season. And, it was so good. Right, so, yeah. But, Bakugo winning this, I'm completely fine with it. Because, come on, it's My Hero Academia. It's Bakugo. So, yeah, I'm fine with this completely. Then there's Engine in Gachiakuta, Jin Enjoji or Gigi. Oh, Gigi, okay. I was like, who the hell is Jin Enjoji? Gigi. Right. Then we have Jinshi and Turbo Granny. Um, yeah, I'm fine with Bakugo winning. Lolan Shisui, I voted for her, but it's fine. I can accept Bakugo here. Alright, next one, must protect at all cost character. I think, who did I vote for? Did I? Who did I don't remember who I voted for. I think I either voted for Takopi or Anya. Either of these two. And Anya won. I'm okay with this one as well. Like I said, I don't remember who I voted for. There's a possibility I voted for Takopi because like I think I remember feeling extremely bad for Takopi throughout the whole damn show. I was like, come on, man, like this little creature is like just oh my god. Anyways, right. So then also we had Midoriya, Karuko, Mao Mao, Suika. I feel like in a way Midoriya and Mao Mao do not need protecting. They can protect themselves. Karuko is fine as well, I guess. Suika, yeah, I guess she's also a must protect character. Um, yeah, but I feel like the best contender here was Anya and Takopi, and Anya won this. I'm fine with it. You know, yeah. Okay, best anime song, Eyes Out won. Yeah, I'm completely fine with this. And like song wise, I think like every single song here is really good. So I feel like I would have been fine with anyone winning it. So yeah, there you go. Then we have best score. Again, I think I would have been fine with anyone winning it here, because like whatever you say, you might like a certain anime, dislike certain anime, and be like this is better in this category than that, blah blah blah. But one thing I think everyone can agree, like whatever anime it is, music, score, all these things are top notch. Like there's no two ways for it, and music is very subjective for different people. So I feel like like anything could have won here, and it would have been completely fine. Like so, yeah, like there you go. Like I'm completely fine with Demon Slayer winning, even though I haven't watched Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Good lord. All right, next. Then we have best opening sequence. On the way, this is Dan 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 won this, and again, I'm fine. I'm fine, completely fine with this. Um, no, wait. Oh, Mirage was there. Oh my god. Wait, Opening, right? Yeah. Okay, you know what? I I literally said a few moments ago that like music is subjective, this and that. I'm completely fine with anything winning in the music category at least. And this one, I feel like there's a personal bias here. I absolutely love Mirage. This is it's Call of the Night, right? Yeah. Like Mirage is one of my most favorite songs, and I don't think Mirage can be topped anytime soon. Like like it's like top five like songs for me. Absolutely love that song. So like it has such a vibe to it, like man. So yeah, I'm not happy with this. But this is a personal bias, so yeah. But yeah, I voted for Mirage here. Okay, anyways, next one. Best ending sequence. So we have, okay, I think I voted for My Hero Academia here as well, and I'm completely fine with it. A bump of chicken, yeah, like like the My Hero Academia ending song was really good, and yeah, and again, I would have been fine with anything winning this, but I'm happy that the one that I voted for won this. Next one is, all right. Here we go. Yes, best voice artist performance, Japanese. Yes, Aoi Yuki, obviously Mao Mao. I voted for her, and I was like, yes, she's definitely winning this. But I did think like there was a high possibility that Reina Ueda might have won this. Riza's voice, right? Yeah. But yeah, but Mao Mao is completely like a different level. Like Aoyuki is so damn good, and and I feel like she fits perfectly with Mao Mao's character. Like I absolutely like match made in heaven. Like like they like I don't know, like anime is able to do this. Like they find out the perfect voice actors slash voice actresses for the perfect character with that perfect personality. Like I cannot imagine anyone other than Aoyuki being Mao Mao. Like there's nobody there that can be Mao Mao. So like yeah, it's just like yeah. So there you go. Like if you have not realized, I'm extremely biased towards Apothecary Diaries and Mao Mao. So anything Mao Mao and Apothecary Diaries, I'm going to automatically vote on it. And like so yeah, obviously, and personally, Aoyuki is one of my personal favorite voice actresses. So like yeah, there you go. Like yeah, I'm very happy, and I think like I was confident that Aoyuki is going to win this. And yeah, there you go, she did. All right, next is okay, voice artist performance. Oh, Arabic. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so I have no idea. I'm going to skip these. So in Arabic, Sakamoto won. Okay, then in Brazilian Portuguese, we have Akaza winning. Okay, next we have Castilian Spanish. Akaza winning again. Okay. Damn, Akaza. Damn. Okay. English. Akaza again. Then we have French. We have Midoriya. Okay. Then we have German. We have Akaza. Damn, Akaza is just slaying in everyone. Okay. Italian. We have Denji. Okay. Uh, Latin Spanish Akaza again. Right, crazy. Oh, Hindi. Here we go. Abhishek Sharma Jinshi. Okay. Uh, wait, is that it? What? Wait, that's it? Oh, okay. Well, that was abrupt. All right, and there you go. That was it. So that was the Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2026. That's my opinion. I think compared to previous year, this year was a lot better. Because it had at least like like not one single anime just winning everything. It was different here and there. Like each category was unique. Like had a unique like show winning it, and it was, I don't know. I think it was way more thoughtful. Like they at least like were like, all right, you know what, instead of just slapping one show everywhere, like let's just actually think about this and like and make the proper thing the winner here. More or less I was okay with like most of the categories except a few which I absolutely could not agree with. For example, like the biggest one is the comedy one. I absolutely hate the fact that they put like every single show which has even a little bit of comedy into the comedy category. Like I feel like that defeats the whole damn purpose of a comedy category, because what should be in comedy should have heavy comedy in it. Anime, every single anime has comedy in it. Does that mean that you can put every single anime in the comedy category? No. And freaking Konosuba was here and they didn't even put it there. So yeah, I'm absolutely furious with the comedy category. I do not accept that at all. Absolutely just like crazy. Ugh, good lord. Yeah, and a few other things there was which I already talked about it. I wasn't okay with, but more or less I'm actually okay with this year's anime category. If the previous year bar was here, this year it's at least here. It's not perfect, but it's okay. I think yeah, it's better. It's better than the previous year. So there you go. Hopefully they keep continuing this, and next year we get a better one, uh, with at least a little bit of variety in the nominations, because this year's nominations were copy paste, which I feel like it's like a repeating thing in Crunchyroll Anime Awards. They just copy paste like there's like a few, like there's like a pool of like a few categories, like a few shows, and they just copy paste it in everything. And this is one thing I absolutely hate about the Anime Awards. Like they do this every single season. So make a unique list at least. Like each category should have different shows. Not don't just copy paste like 10 or 20 shows and just mix it up and just use that. Like don't do that. But I doubt they're going to listen. These people just, yeah. Anyways, yeah, but at least it's like at least in the like the results were better than the previous year. The nominees were no better. They just copy pasted everything again, as always. But the results was better than the previous season. Instead of one show just winning everything, there was variety here, and well deserved winnings. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, if previous year's anime awards was a 2 out of 10, this year I probably would give it a 5 out of 10, or maybe like a 6 out of 10. Maybe, I don't know. Like if I'm generous. So yeah, hopefully this continues and it gets better and better. If they actually fix the whole nominee thing, like I said, if they actually make more variety of it, I think this year's anime awards would have been a lot higher, like a 7 out of 10. But unless and until they do something about that and stop copy pasting every single show in every single category, that the scores are not going to go higher. So I think 5 out of 10 is okay for this year. Yeah, at least it's improving. So yeah, there you go. That is it. That was my opinion about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2026 results. So let me know what you think. And obviously, like, all the opinions here are my opinions. It's subjective. Obviously, if you have any other opinions and you disagree with something here and there, you can let me know in the comments. And yeah, so that is it. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. That is it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.